What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Franchise Empire weekly newsletter. And today we got some good stuff that we're going to go over. We're going to talk about a resale for $125,000 with $750,000 in sales. Talk about Hampton by Hilton Hotel and their startup cost. Shocking. And we'll cover a couple of other things, which is some of our recent videos and content around why franchise buyers fail. Pizza Hut franchise. You ever think about how much do those stores actually make? Well, we're going to talk about that in this episode. Okay, let's dive in. And I apologize, by the way, for those of you who are watching the recording, or if you're watching this now live. We were supposed to go live with this on Monday, and today's Friday. We're rocking and rolling. Better late than never. It's going to be a quick version for sure. By the way, I have some news that my team wanted to share, but now I don't remember where the the link is. We'll cover it next time. We'll cover it on Monday. Be on the Monday live stream, and I'll cover the news, the exciting news. All right, featured resale. Let's talk about it. This one is in Northeast Massachusetts, and again, we keep the name of the brand confidential. If you're interested in this specific resale, reach out to us, and we would in the description. Okay, thanks, Allie. What was I saying? Oh, if you're interested in it, then you can go to franchiseempire.com/resales. And if you're qualified, our team will be happy to tell you the brand and get you connected to the seller. But this is a cleaning business, started in 2016. 8 employees are currently in place with an asking price of $125,000 on $746,000 in annual revenue. You might be wondering, why is it so cheap with $746,000 in sales? Well, until we actually look at the profit and loss statement, it's really impossible to know. But typically businesses sell for a multiple of their profit. So sounds like there might be an opportunity to improve the margins in the business. But our take on this is a Monday through Friday business, guys. No weekends. When I opened my first franchise, that was a 363 day a year business. We only closed on Christmas and Thanksgiving. So having a Monday through Friday business has some benefits to it. The franchisor does centralized lead generation and marketing fulfillment, meaning they help you generate the leads. Obviously, you're going to be paying for that, but nice to not have to deal with it or worry about it. Solid opportunity to take over a business with the team already in place, producing revenue, and growth opportunity for a hands-on operator and experienced leader. This is not for someone who wants to come in and buy a business and work 5 hours a week. This is for someone who wants to come in, grow the business, improve it, and you have some experience in like leading people. So if you're curious about what that brand is, want to learn more, get connected to the seller, you can go to franchiseempire.com/resales. We also have a list of 100 other resale brands spanning the US and Canada. And so if you want to find out, hey, are there any resales available in your specific market or area, or that have the characteristics that you're looking for because you're open to moving, then you can go to franchiseempire.com/resales, and happy to see if we can help. All right. New franchise owner through Franchise Empire. So every week we celebrate a new franchisee that became a franchisee through working together with Franchise Empire, because at the end of the day, this is about you guys. It's about you guys achieving your dreams of entrepreneurship and owning a money-making franchise. So we always want to make sure that we put you front and center. So after 20 years of military service, Michael is ready for his next mission. This time, wasn't about deployment or duty. It was about building something of his own right alongside his dad and brother. He wanted more than just a business, though. He wanted a purpose, a way to create impact, a path to long-term freedom that he could walk through with his family. So he partnered with us at Franchise Empire, reached out. We went through our process of learning more about creating a criteria with him, what his goals are, finding brands that aligned with his financial budget, goals, skill sets. We narrowed those things down and then presented specific franchise brands. He wound up deciding to go with Bio One, which is a biohazard and medical cleanup type franchise. They also clean up like after hoarding and after people die, and it's not for the faint of heart, but for some people, what we found, actually, we've helped a couple people acquire a Bio One, and I believe all of them have been past military. 2 out of 3 have been past military. So someone coming from law enforcement, military, something like that, where the firefighter, paramedic, where you're used to dealing with sensitive situations, it could be a great fit, that sort of opportunity. Reach out to us and we can see if the franchise is available in your area, because they have limited territory availability. But anyways, Michael and his family found the perfect fit. So now they own a territory in the Atlanta area, and on a mission rooted in service, family, and a legacy he's proud to build. So congratulations, Michael. Excited for you, and looking forward to seeing you succeed. Let's move on to our franchise of the week, Hampton by Hilton. So in 1984, Holiday Corporation started Hampton with a clear goal to give travelers a clean, comfortable place to stay at a fair price. Their hotels were pretty basic, but they stood out, and they offered free breakfast and 100% satisfaction guarantee. And so if guests were unhappy, they didn't have to pay. That's a bold guarantee. That is a really bold guarantee. I wonder what the fine print of that was. But that simple promise made Hampton an instant favorite. By the late 80s, the brand was growing quickly, and newly formed Promise Hotel Corporation helped move Hampton from a budget hotel to a strong mid-level option. And they focused on value. And in 1999, Hilton, the brand Hilton, made its move. They acquired Promise, and with it, Hampton, for $3.7 billion. That was back in 1999. That's crazy. And so under Hilton's leadership, Hampton started adding small but important features like all white bedspreads to show cleanliness, curved shower rods to make bathrooms feel bigger, and guests noticed the difference. Wow. 1999, that feels like moons ago. In 2005, Hampton updated its name to Hampton by Hilton to match Hilton's other brands and connect with millions of loyal Hilton travelers worldwide. Today, Hampton has nearly 3,000 hotels in 40 countries, and it's been ranked the #1 hotel franchise by Entrepreneur Magazine Franchise 500 for many years in a row. So, all right, let's take a look at some of these numbers because they are interesting. So, over 3,000 hotels open. Check out this initial investment, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. For the 89 room locations, between $15 million to $22 million to get open. For 113 room locations, $17.7 million to $25.9 million to get open. Wow. That is insane. The royalty fee, 6% of gross rooms revenue, marketing fee, 4%, and the term's 22 years. Definitely going to be longer, because in order to make an ROI on that, based on what their revenue is, you might have to hold it for a longer period of time. Unfortunately, guys, their item 19 is highly complex. They don't actually state in a clear fashion how much these locations are making. I'm going to drop the link for this. If you guys want to go read this on your own and look at these graphs and make sense of them, because I'm not going to even attempt to explain the calculation of how they, calculate this in their item 19. They put the average room rate, but they use these formulas. It's pretty tricky. I went through it multiple times. Not even going to try. Not even going to try. So you can check that out and see if you can come to terms with what the average sales are or might look like for these brands. Now, if you're thinking, hey, I don't have $15 to $20 million to open a hotel franchise, and you'd like to know, hey, what are some franchises that are lower cost franchises that are available in your territory and in your market? We have a whole list of franchises that do $1 million in sales, proven in their FDD. And our team can help point you in the right direction based on what aligns with your skill set. So if you want to find out what's available in your area, you can go to franchiseempire.com/check territory. And you'll be able to set up a free meeting with our team in order to kind of figure out, hey, what is your criteria? What are you looking for? What makes sense based on your needs, your affordability, financial situation, behavioral profile. And we can either point you in the direction or say, hey, maybe franchising doesn't make sense. I think we actually turn more people away from franchising than we do onto it. That's our style. If it's not the right fit, it's not the right fit. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. If it does make sense, then it makes dollars. Get it? Okay. My dad joke of the day. All right. Last but not least, here are our most recent pieces of content that we put out on our Franchise Empire channel for the Zero to Profitable Franchise podcast. Number 1, why franchise buyers fail and how to avoid it. So go check that out. Again, our Franchise Empire YouTube channel, or you can watch it there or listen on any of the podcast platforms. This is actually a podcast with Laura on our team, one of the franchise brokers on our team who was an award-winning franchisee, multi-unit franchisee. She's owned many businesses. We already had a lot of people commenting and reaching out saying they absolutely loved the podcast with Laura. And we just continue to I get random messages from clients on LinkedIn about how much they love working with Laura. Laura's a rock star. So you'll really enjoy that one. And then we talk about Pizza Hut franchise. What do Pizza Huts actually make? Again, this is on the Franchise Empire. See, this is a more cleanly produced version of us breaking down how much do Pizza Hut stores make, how much do they cost to get open, and just give you the breakdown on the whole brand. So I think you'll find it really interesting. Those videos are really starting to get a lot of traction, breaking down the most popular franchise brands that you drive by every day. So that's it. That's a wrap. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Drop a question. We will reply. And we'll look forward to seeing you again Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern at our regularly scheduled time. The last 2 weeks have been a little bit thrown off. It happened first with Monday being a holiday. We weren't working. And then this week, something happened with my calendar and the stream fell off of it. So hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I will see you on Monday. Take care.